We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world.
Here comes Riddick Bowe, the Big Daddy, the 1988 Olympic silver medalist, a two-time heavyweight champion, and one of the most intimidating specimens in the division. The Gypsy King, Tyson Fury. He's so big and yet so light on his feet. No one moves around the ring quite like this man.
The reach, how on earth are they going to get through that jab?
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds.
One of the hottest tickets around. It's still. And there's the bell to start round one. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Throws the jab, it doesn't score. And he scores with the counter. Perhaps the hottest ticket in town for this fight tonight.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero, the pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive then. There's a counter shot. Straight right just misses. How about that time counter shot? Having a hard time finding a home with that right uppercut. You'd like to see more jabs. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Bowe in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Needs a knockout without.
And there's the bell for round two. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This slugger has a unique mentality, doesn't he, Johnny? Hold it right there. Tyson Fury just got rocked, and down goes Fury. Let's see that again.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
He's got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points for losing the round.
They've got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen, now it's time for them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, like freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Catch and shoot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. step back for just a moment. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Let's talk about fury in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8. On to the third. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
A perfect counter shot. Punch, counter punch. Don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Insane action. Beautiful counter shot. That punch is beginning to take its toll. Fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
And as you can see here, a picture-perfect punch did the trick.
You're right, Todd. What a shot. 1, 2, 3. 6.
The referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
Well, look at his corner. Look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the counts, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee. Save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make the...
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about fury in that last round. His legs are gone, but somehow... Here we go to the fourth round. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible, because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Exchange here from both men. Do you believe what we're seeing? What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer. They are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Straight right just misses. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Bo in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
Dominance without it.
And there's the bell for round 5. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
The straight right just misses. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Swing and a miss with that hook. Straight right just misses. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Bo in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of... Good round.
Here we go in the 6th round. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
Power. That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Perfect counter lands. This is a high-octane battle. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Tyson Fury just got buzzed. His eyes don't look good. Body language is bad. He could go down. Down goes Fury! And you can see here his face basically melts into his glove, and down he goes.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here, I've arrived. Try that again, it will happen all over again.
We've got high hopes for this. The Braun.
This bout.
Expectations are sky high for this fight. Will it live up to the hype? We're about to find out. Here we go, round one. Who's going to land the first big shot? And he did catch it. He caught it clean. Clean as a whistle. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Can't land that jab. There's not a seat to be had in this arena, Johnny. It's got that big fight feel, doesn't it?
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like a rabbit in the headlights.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
That counter punch caught him clean. Counter punching. They both want the knockout. Nice counter. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. Well, he isn't big. And there's the bell to start round two. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Maybe I'm crazy, Johnny, but this slugger's game plan appears to be hit me in the face as many times as you want, and right when you get tired of it, I'm going to catch you with a counter and knock you out.
Oh, this is a slugger right here in front of him. These kind of fighters, they want to get hit in the face because it cheese them on. They want to stand there and fight in the trenches.
And he misses with that jab. The right hook just missed. Perfect counter shot. Good counter punch. Well, keep an eye on this slugger. As you know, he's willing to take three to give one. That's his game plan, and it's worked out pretty well for him so far.
With sluggers, you cannot let them get into a rhythm because this is how they train. This is how they prepare for fight. This is what they'll do all night. Do not dance their dance. You've got to use speed.
Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round. There's the bell to start round three. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Beautiful counter shot. both going for the KO. It's so obvious. He misses with that jab. Big swing and a miss with the hook. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Tommy Morrison, oh no, what's happened? Whoa, wait a minute. And Morrison did not handle that punch well. And it appears they weathered the storm. How, I'm not sure.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Wilder in that last round. And there's the bell to start round 4. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Just missing with the right uppercut. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It could all come down to who's in better shape.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Cannot throw out a lazy... Hold that thought! And Deontay Wilder just got clipped. A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Wilder in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweet.
Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the 5th. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Perfect counter lands. Couldn't land that jab. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
And down goes Morrison. And as we see it again, there's no way to get up when you get clipped with a shot like that.
That's lights out right there.
One, two, three, four. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in the round.
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Let's talk about Morrison. This is the beginning of round 6. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
The jab doesn't quite connect. A swing and a miss with that jab. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite-level stuff here.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
They exchange punches. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
The stamina is off the charts. Nope, that uppercut does not score. Trying to land that jab. Both men step back for just a moment. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. At this point, you got to believe.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
For me, the fight's not over yet. You got to get out there and win. And don't forget the jab. And don't get carried away. Think about your defense and do it. Done all your work all the way through camp. Get this boxing back together. Let's get out there. Get your boxing back together. Just take the round off. Win the round. It's the same again. Don't change too much.
Round 7, here we go. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.